Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the School of Science. My name is Luke and this is the Everton Stadium update for the 11th of May 2025. Now, as we go over the site today, there's two things that sort of stick out at the moment. Well, three in a way, maybe even four if you want to talk about the West Stand. But yeah, so the first one being here. So there's a lot of roadworks going on at the moment, particularly outside the stadium. I'm not 100% certain what's going on. From the looks of things, they're removing the cycleway from Regent Road, in particular just the area by the stadium. I'm not sure if they're going to take it further down, but it'll be interesting to see what they do in that regard. Just very quick though, I will like to say a big thank you to my Cup of Coffee members for your continued support. If you want to be like these guys and get yourself in the banner below, why not go over and become a part of my Cup of Coffee members? It's only £1 a month and it does help the channel massively. So yeah, so back to the topic. So the cycleway itself being removed, I'm not sure whether that's going to go further down Regent Road. It would be a shame if they do that. They could have it sectionally, part with, part without, like what they've done pretty much from the Strand all the way up to here. So from the Strand, you've got the cycleway, and then for a good chunk, you've got no cycleway, and then when it comes back again, after you go past Central Quay, you've got the cycleway again. It's sectional in that sort of regard. But yeah. So looking over the south stand at the moment, I did my best to try and catch that glint. So you can actually see on the mezzanine area here, you can see the glint panning across. I wanted to try and catch that a little bit more fuller. I'm gutted I didn't, but I'm happy with that result. But yeah, so as we go a little bit closer in, so this is stage one pretty much completely done. You can see at the very top of the screen where the second stage is going to be. I'm not sure if there is a third stage, but the first stage being done like this, really nice, can't complain. I am still waiting for that email to say, hey, your slab is in this section here, so that I'm not having to look over nearly 32,000 slabs to find my own. Could you imagine how long it would take to find your particular slab if they just said, best of luck? That would be cruel beyond all belief. But yeah, I will say when I get that notification, they say, oh yeah, this is where it is roughly, I am most likely going to fly the drone over. Might even potentially speak to one of the other drone pilots who've got a really good drone, like a Mavic Mini 4 or something like that, or one of the 3 Pros, so I can actually get a really good optical zoom rather than the digital zoom that I've got here. If you want to know more details about that, a very brief one is, pretty much with optical zoom, it's the actual lens zooming in. With digital zoom, it's expanding the pixels. That's the emphasis on it. So with an optical zoom, you get a better zoom versus a digital zoom. But yeah, I digress. So, as I said, first stage with this is done. I've noticed in a few areas where I'm not even sure whether the manhole covers or electrical covers, you can see that some of the personalized slabs are part of a section where there's either a manhole cover or an electrical cover. So if ever they need to access it, case in point right here, in between the legends, is that Jack Sharp? Yeah. So right there in that section. So if someone's got a custom slab there, I kind of feel like I've been cheated a little bit if it's like that. Don't get me wrong, it's still part of the facade of it, but it just doesn't feel right if your slab is on there. Let me know. I might be wrong on that one. That's just my personal opinion on it. But it is really nice to see it pretty much in its completion to this point. It's looking very nice in that regard. And you can see there how much more they've got to add on. It's a decent chunk. It's like an extra quarter to what you've got there. So it'll be interesting to see what comes in the future with that one. Whether it's a different design, whether the same one's just extended, or whether it's something like what you've got at the bottom here, where it's like the grey slabs with the blue Everton crest. So yeah, so flying over the west stand here, tried to keep it a little bit closer to the stadium, and you can see there's just insects and seagulls everywhere today. It was a nightmare. I tried to get some really good shots, some photos and everything. Seagulls kept ruining it. If you stay still for too long, those seagulls will absolutely, they start swarming you. It's not great, and as a couple of drone pilots will tell you, they will knock it out the air if they are given the chance. But yeah, so flying over the west stands, I'm going to say it, and I've said it in the past, I'm going to say it again. It doesn't look real. It just looks surreal. It looks like a render still. It's that clean and sterile going across there. it just feels like a render. Until I actually step foot on there, I still think my mind can't comprehend how clean that area of it is. I think it's more the fact that you can't really see cars or anything like that. You can see a skip, but that's besides the point. It just looks clean. It's madness. But yeah, so going over the North Stands, this part is kind of the opposite. It's very busy and very narrow when you compare it to the likes of the South Stand. Don't get me wrong. This area of the North Stands where the turnstiles and everything are, it is still a massive area, because you can even see you got the genies down there, you've got the vans, you've got the cars flying through. It's basically like a 2-lane street. That's how wide it is. It's still massive, but it just doesn't feel as big as the south, the east, or the west. It's weird. But yeah, so moving on to the pitch. So you can actually see the pitch is, they've reseeded the grass and everything, and it looks really nice now. Looking a lot cleaner now. It was weird seeing it all ripped up and bare again. It felt like we were almost taking a step back in a metaphorical way. Obviously, we aren't taking a step back. Every single day, this stadium is moving forward. But when you saw it sort of go back to that brown dirt look, it doesn't feel right. But yeah, it's nice to get a nice little pan around and everything. And it was a nice, calm day. It was a nice sunny day today. And the fact that Everton had won the day prior, everything felt right. It felt like today was a great day to get over the stadium. Everything felt just that little bit better. The sun felt a bit warmer. The wind didn't feel as strong. Everything just felt right, you know? It's weird to say. But yeah, so this is pretty much it for the video today, guys. I do appreciate you guys with your continued support. Oh, just before we finish, I do actually get a nice little pan up here. So we get to see the city in its nice sunshine. It's weird having this warm weather, and it's going to get even warmer over the week, so don't forget, wear your sunscreen and everything like that. It's funny in this from a YouTube guy, but yeah, don't forget, wear your sunscreen and everything this week. It's going to be brutal, it's going to be hot, and stay hydrated as well. But yeah, guys, again, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you like this video, you know what to do. If you want to suggest anything, comments below. If you want to share this, please share it with friends, family, anyone who's a fellow Evertonian. Just share it. In any case, guys, take care, have a great week, peace, and up the fucking toffees.